get in here, get in here, get in here, you guys. I am T with T's Time Shoes. I'm an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. But this is a different type of vlog. I want to give you guys an update, fill you in on what's going on with me and my medical at this time. So we will be covering this week my second week infusion and how that went for me last week. Again, I was diagnosed with the triple negative, HER2 positive breast cancer back in February. So everything has been like going really fast. So I started treatment actually 2 weeks ago. This will be my third treatment this week. So 3 weeks ago I started treatment. They have it set up into like 3 cycles. No, 3 week cycles. Each cycle is 3 weeks. So every 3 weeks the treatment plan changes every 3 weeks. So, and then it's the total of, I think it's like 21, but I know I have 6 months worth of treatment and I go every single week. And the treatment's normally between 3 and 4 hours long. So we're, this is actually, yesterday was week 3, but I'm going to give you an update on week 2, which was last week. So last week, last Saturday I had an infusion, last Friday. Saturday I felt great, had a great day. It was like nothing ever happened. And then boom, on Sunday I was sick all day. Nauseous, stomach ache, you know, just fatigue, couldn't get it together. I could get up, go to the bathroom, go to the kitchen, grab me something to drink, come back. But for staying up for a long period of time, that was not happening. That lingered on until about Tuesday. Tuesday got a little bit better. Wednesday it was pretty good. I was able to get up and move around, but not able to drive, you know, take myself anywhere if I want to go somewhere. Like really fatigued by, you know, doing something. It's fatiguing. By Thursday I felt much better, but not like I did on that Saturday. And when Friday came, I actually felt a whole lot better on Friday. So, but that was my treatment day. So treatment on Friday, which was yesterday. No, yeah, yesterday it went fine. Today is Saturday, and I'm not feeling like I did the week before. So the treatment last week was 2 infusions. Again, the treatments are done in 3 week cycles. The first week I get 3 treatments. The second week I get 2, and the third week I get 2. Then it repeats itself again. One of the things that I did get was so I'm gonna write what those treatments consist of. I know one of them is Taxol. So when I do the Taxol, I actually have these here. These are for your hands. So they have where ice packs go inside of them. So you put the ice packs in, and you stick your hands in them. So during the drip of the Taxol, this keeps your hands cold. It keeps you from getting neuropathy in your hands and feet. So these are for your feet. I have the ones for your hands and your feet. So this one here is for your feet. It has an ice pack that goes on the top, ice pack go on the bottom, and then you have one that goes in the heel, and then it kind of Velcro. So once you're when they do the Taxol infusion, you put on your ice packs and you sit there until that drip finishes, and then you can take off your ice packs. And like I said, it keeps your nerve endings so that medication doesn't penetrate into the nerve endings of your tip of your fingers and your toes. And I need my fingers and my toes, so that is one of the things. We're gonna talk about one of the things I do is I take this. This is like a this is ginger tea. I actually use some fresh ginger, and then I use a ginger and mango tea bag. No, ginger and mango tea bag. So I always keep a bottle of this in the refrigerator, and I just fill this up because I like to take this if I'm going out and about. I gotta have my ginger because you can get sick at the spur of the moment. Any moment you can get sick. So, and this is the bag that I carry. So normally I have my ice packs in the bottom of this. And then the top of it, I normally carry this little container right here. And I have my glasses. These are some headphones because there is a TV that you can watch. Each little section has its own little television. Hand wipes, and I have some hand sanitizer. And of course, I got my eyeglasses in there. So in this, I like to carry, they say lemon drops are good for when you're doing your infusions or you have like a sour mouth or anything. So I did get me a pack of lemon drops. I haven't used them yet, but I do have them. This biotin, these are some biotin drops you can suck on this for dry mouth, because a lot of times because before they give you the infusion, they give you like Benadryl, Pepsid, and a steroid. It goes in first, and then they give you something for nausea and stuff like that. So that goes in first, and then they actually give you the infusion. And then I keep this. This is a Ziploc bag full of like ginger candy, but this is the organic ginger candy. So these are good. I get these off of Amazon. I think this is the pineapple flavor or something. But those are good to suck on, so you always want to keep those in your nearby. Another thing that my cousin told me about was the Enter-Aid. So the Enter-Aid, they're expensive. They're probably like, you get 12 for 50, 60 bucks, something like that. But I take one of these the day that I go in for my infusion. I'll take one about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. I always want to take these like on an empty stomach, like an hour before you eat or an hour after you eat. So these are great. This helps to keep your electrolytes out, and they actually are formulated for people that are doing chemo. And I found these come off of Amazon. And this one is the berry flavor. Some people like cola. I drink it straight out the bottle because for me, I'm not doing it for the taste. I'm doing it for my health. So I do one of these in the morning, then I do one of them at night before I go to bed. And then the next day after, which will be that Saturday, I'll take another one. And depending on how I feel, I may take another one that night. So I do like 4 of them in a 2-day span. And then I have my bag there, and normally they'll come around and ask you if you want juice and chips. I try to stay away from the juice and chips there. I'll take me the morning of my infusion. I normally eat like a bowl of fruit before I go with some yogurt and granola, and then I'll take me a fruit smoothie with me. So I drink that once they start to do the infusion. I'll start drinking on that juice, and then they'll come around and ask if you want anything to drink or snack on. I normally just get a cup of cranberry juice, and I'll drink that while I'm doing my infusion also. And I like to hydrate after I get my infusion. So in the morning, normally I drink like 2 bottles of water before I even go. So I drink 2 bottles of water before I go. I'll put this one in the car, like the Eternal water. And I do these on my infusion days. Eternal water, I do these like the day of my infusion, the day after my infusion. And I put this in the car because I'm not a cold drinker of waters. So on my way home, I will start to drink that, and my goal is to finish it by the time I get home. So when you get your infusions, you want to make sure you go into that restroom every 30 minutes. So that means you got to drink a lot of fluids because you want to flush out what they just put in. You don't want that to sit on your kidneys because it's not good for your kidneys. So it's good to make sure you are getting enough water in when you get your infusions. What else? Got that, and I carry my tea, and I have my Enter-Aid, and that's part of some of the stuff that I have in my bag. But today I wanted to talk about May of last year. I actually had heart surgery. I found out at 20. Well, my parents found out when I was 17 that I had a heart murmur. So by the time I got 21, I found out, which I was able at that age to understand it better, that I had a heart murmur. So it took about 30 years for me to actually have that valve replaced. So I had a mitral valve replacement. And in the midst of the valve replacement, I had to have a pacemaker. So that was like something they didn't know in advance. It just kind of like happened after the surgery. So a couple of days after I had the open heart surgery, they actually went in and did to put the pacemaker in. So I had the pacemaker placed in. The pacemaker was because my heart rate was dropping too low. So that pacemaker, when it drops too low, it kicks in and kick it back up and get it running. No, had the pacemaker put in, and then shortly after then, I had to go back into the hospital because I had fluid on my lungs. So, no. He wants to go outside. He's gonna have to wait. I had fluid on my lungs, so I had to go back into the hospital, which I stayed another week. In the process of being in there with that, they realized that I was having Afib. Afib, if you're not sure what that is, the heart rate, when the heart rate elevates for no reason. So I was laying in bed and it just elevated for no reason. A lot of people, they said sometimes with heart surgeries, people get Afib, and then you have some people that have Afib and they've never had heart issues before. It's just something that, you know, a lot of people actually have, and they deal with it. But normally it's like a flur of the heart when your heart rate rises. Some people can hear it. Sometimes you can feel the thumping of it when it speeds up. But I had the Afib, so I had to go to cardio rehab for like 20 weeks. And with the cardio rehab, it helps to, so if you have it, exercise. Cardio exercise help, because what the cardio rehab actually does is, I did bike, treadmill, and they have an arm crank. That's what I was doing. So it helps to, I want to say, retrain the heart when it needs to go high. So in the midst of getting that exercise in, it helps to re-triggers the heart. Okay, it needs to be faster at motion time when you're exercising and working out versus relaxing and doing nothing. So it did help. I had my last big attack was in August, and I had an attack in October. But since then, from now to this day, I haven't had any more Afib attacks. So if you go into remission for a year, they'll take you off of like the blood pressure pills. Blood thinners is normally what they put you on. And Afib, if it gets too high, it can cause you to have a stroke. So that's why they give you the beta blockers and the blood pressure medication to keep you from having that stroke. The good thing about the pacemaker is that it can keep track of my high heart rate along with the low heart rate. So, but they didn't put it in there for the high heart rate because I had the pacemaker before I found out I had Afib. But it just helps to better track the Afib. What else? It's like so much information. So I went from one extreme to another extreme. So I had just started to get to the point where I was feeling pretty good, you know, getting back to my normal self. I'm thinking my normal self again. And then I have this other issue. So it's not even a year later, I have another issue. But it's all good. I just felt like God has prepared. He prepared me then, and I didn't see what was coming ahead. So he was already physically preparing me for what I'm doing right now. So like I always say, I'm already on the other side of this. I'm just walking through it right now. And hey, it's all in God's hands, and he's got it in control. He's in control of it. So I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. I'm thankful, you know. God is good. That's all I can say. And women, I tell you, get your mammograms done. Do your self-examinations, because if I would have done my self-examination, I would have found it myself. But I because I had so many other things going on, that was like the least of my worries. And the moment I went and had the mammogram, and it said it found something, and I was like, let me go check. And when I checked, I went directly to it. So, you know, it's very important. If you're not getting a regular mammogram, check it. Go in there and check yourself, because a lot of times I think a lot of women, we can find them on our own if we do our self-examinations. So just, you know, don't be afraid to touch and feel. Make sure you get in there and touch and try to figure out, you know, if that's normal for you. So everybody have their normalness, and, you know, you'll know if it's not normal. I have had fibroistic breasts in the past where I had biopsies and they came back benign. But again, that was like the least of my worries. So even when you think it's the least of your worries, make it a part of your worries. Because like I said, I had so much going on this last year. I wasn't even thinking. I don't even recall even checking the fill up. I don't recall none of that. Because even after I had the heart surgery, it was like at least a month before I even started like remembering things. So it was a lot that went on within the last 8 to 9 months of my life. So, you know, it's like a week before the surgery, I don't remember anything. And then it's like I said, weeks after the surgery till I really start remembering things. So that's okay. I don't remember. Oh well, I just go by what they, like my family around me told me, like what I might have called and said on the phone. I don't remember calling certain people. So, you know, that's a part of life. And like I said, God just was already preparing me for what's to come, what's right now. So I am in a better health condition than I probably would have been like a year ago. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, and this is mine. This is my season. So I'm just walking on through it, and it's going to be all good on the other side. Again, my journey. And then I didn't tell you, okay, so with my hair. So by Wednesday, it was shedding. It was shedding on Tuesday. But by Wednesday, and my hair never sheds. And it was like, I can comb it and shed in the sink kind of thing. So I was like, let me just go on and take a 4. My cousin actually took a 4 across it, because it was like, first of all, she took like a 6 across of it earlier that week, and just trying to get the straight hair off, because I had a relaxer. And then, like I say, by Tuesday it started shedding. Wednesday, I was like, I'm just gonna take put a 4 on it. That wasn't enough. I say, let me take a 2 across it. So I took the number 2 and went across it. And I was like, that stuff was just shedding in the bowl. And it is still shedding. I still have some thin spots, but you know, this too shall pass, it'll grow back. So I am embracing me where I am right now. I'm embracing me, myself, in the state that I am in now. I'm still loving me, so you have to continue to love yourself. Love yourself. And yeah, so I just, right now, like I said, it is thinning out a little bit. I still have some eyebrows left, but eventually it all will disappear. So it's okay, I'm just embracing myself. But again, I just want to thank you guys for joining. I just want to kind of keep you guys updated. I'm going to try to get these out every week as long as the Lord will. I have a video for you guys, so that way you can keep up with me and my journey. And again, if you have any questions, if you want to know anything, comment down below. Share this out with your family and friends, anybody you may know. And the reason I'm doing these videos is because when I started researching, I could find them, but they was like 4 and 5 years old, you know. So I was looking for something more current. And then, like, you have people that probably have the same diagnosis, but they might not have had a pacemaker 8 months ago, or you know, stuff like that. So it's like, for me, you know, you talking about somebody that just had heart surgery, now you have to deal with breast cancer. So for me, it was like wanting to get in touch with somebody that had the same issues as me. So why not talk about it, you know? So as the years go on, as the months go on, hopefully we can get more of us out here to talk about our stuff. But, you know, and I had the heart surgery, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to share that. I'm not going to talk about that. You know, it is what it is. I'm glad that, you know, I'm glad to be here. But then it's like, okay, let's talk about something. So let's talk about my health. My health can help someone else's health. So until next time, like I say, comment. Let me know if it's something else you want to know, want to talk about. Go ahead, put those questions down there below. Share this out with your family, friends, or someone you may know that's going through the same thing. Subscribe to that channel. Hit that notification bell. That way you are notified each time that I upload a video. And yes, you may shop that website at timelessjewels.love, or you can shop that app. All that information will be linked below. And if you want to help the girl out, you know, I got these $50 drinks. That'll also be linked in below. So until next time, you guys have a wonderful and blessed day, and we will see you next time. Thank you for joining. Have a great one. Bye.